Hello and welcome back to the channel. It has been a very long time and I haven't really got any particular excuse. I have got a video that I am going to have to put out, which is very sad. I've got a couple of bits actually of very sad news, so that will be in a separate video, so I'm not going to go on about that. And I'm not going to blame the fact that I haven't uploaded on that either, because it's not really the case, but it hasn't helped. But yeah, that will be in a separate video. So today's video is all about obviously the new year, and my aims and everything for this next year coming. Yeah, like I say, I feel a bit weird just jumping back in without giving you an explanation, but like I say, I can't really blame it on what's happened, because it's not, you can't see me, it's not really the reason, but I did want to come back on and talk you through my aims for this year. I have actually been quite organised and written everything down on my notepad, but I am just first of all going to talk to you about Portia, because I've got her on the yard. She's just been ridden. Excuse the mud, I didn't go ham on my grooming today, but she's been a pain. She is meant to be in the stable tied up, but she is definitely not in the stable, but she is living out at night at the moment because we've only got 4 stables and too many horses. So yeah, she's still living out. She's quite happy living out, but I'm just going to pop her top rug on. She's got her underneath rug on, and get her ready to go out, and I'll talk to you a bit about what the plan is with her for this year, and then I'll talk about everything else. I didn't really want to start with her, but she's being a pain, so we'll do her first. Right, okay, Portia in tow. We are ready to go out. Phoenix is being rude because I fed Portia before she went out, and Phoenix hasn't been fed yet because obviously I still need to do her. But yeah, Portia is here. She is, well, if you don't know, we originally bought her to sell on, to just have for a couple of years to be a companion for Kira. Well, we weren't even meant to keep her a couple of years, it was for that winter mainly. But we've had I was on the yard that we broke her in, and we bought her straight from being broken in, and we've had her ever since. But the plan was always to sell her, and we've just never really got round to it. So this year, I think sadly, it's finally the year when we actually need to sell her. I think come springtime, when people are buying a bit more, and she's done a bit more, because for various reasons, we haven't managed to get that much work into them before Christmas, but we're cracking back on again now. So yeah, when she's been back out to a few competitions and things, she will sadly go on the market and she needs selling. I'm not going to go too much into it, but we've got some, oh, don't do that. We've got some massive vet bills to pay off. So we definitely have got to part ways with at least 1 or 2. Dexter, can you move out of the way? Dexter, let us in, come on. Good boy. Right, push in. Come on. Right, we're being a bit stupid about gates right now. So yeah, that is sadly the plan. If I get a chance, I'm going to do a bit of arena eventing and show jumping, and probably a bit of an affiliated dressage with her, obviously to sell her. But yeah, the main aim for Portia is to get her sold, and then the lovely Dexter, who she's turned out with at the moment, is obviously just turning 3 this year. Right, so this is editing Tara. I realised that I didn't actually ever introduce you to Dexter on the channel, so you won't know who he is. But we bought him back in, gonna say September, beginning of October time. I'm not 100% sure on that. And he is a lovely, another Dern to match Kira. He's, I think I've said in the video, but he's 2, no he's not, he's 3 now, because it's New Year, isn't it? But he's a Welsh D cross something, I cannot remember what, but he's a Welsh D cross, and my mum bought him because she really wanted to give it a go showing again, and he is definitely a nice type for showing.
obviously we're not 100% sure yet, but he may have to be sold a lot earlier than planned, due to some circumstances that we can't help, but we will see. And then this is him at the first time I turned him out. He's out with the naughty bond, because they are the only two boys. Yeah, he's just very pretty. He's much lighter done than Kira, actually. He's quite like creamy, but yeah, he's a very nice boy. He's got a lovely temperament, and I'm really excited to do stuff with him. The only thing about him is the googly eye, which you will see in the next photo. My mum hates me calling it that, but you see his googly eye. So the aim with him is probably to... Oh, okay, can we not put me in a corner? I'm right in the corner with these two. I think I will remove myself from that situation, but I'll just have a quick chat about Dex in the background. Yeah, the main aim with him... Oh, my mum is driving around, you see, on the quota. Fields are quite wet, so I don't know how good of an idea that is, but we'll leave it to it. But yeah, the main aim with him is he will come in probably about springtime and get bridling, probably get him to the point where he's sat on and maybe walking up and down the drive, maybe have a little trot, but nothing more than that, like literally just backed basically. And then unfortunately he might be the other one that we have to sell, because I'm not sure if we've got anybody else that we really want to sell at the moment. He was bought as a project to sell, not that soon though. We did want to have him for at least his 4-year-old year, so we could actually do a bit with him ridden wise. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. It's currently looking like we're going to have to sell him when he's been backed, because we need the money, but yeah, we'll take it as it comes. Porsche's definitely going, we're not 100% sure about another one. So yeah, that's him. And then Rika, who is that one in the background there, eating her dinner, she will also be, well, she'll be broken in this year and ridden away properly, because she is 4 this year. We wanted to do it before Christmas, but again, just didn't get a chance. So she's going to start coming in either at night or in the day. We need to work it all out with what we're doing with who. And yeah, she's going to do a bit of work, so that's exciting. I did attempt to start long reining her by myself, because my mum has been quite busy, and it didn't go very well. And she has had the bridle on and the roller, so she has done a tiny bit, but yeah, she is going to be broken in the next month or so, hopefully. It's just hard because we don't have an arena at the moment, so obviously we'll get her long reining up and down the drive, walking, trotting up and down the drive eventually, obviously, and then get her broken in, and she can probably do a little bit at the end of this year. She'll go on holiday again for winter, and then she can crack on as a 5-year-old, so that's very exciting. So that's my aims with her this year. I'm just going to pause a minute because I feel like I'm just doing things while I'm talking to you, and it's a bit rude. I'm glad I just watched that back, because I've managed to film it all in slow-mo again, which is great. So here I go again. I'm back. It's the morning after last night, and it is freezing this morning. I was telling it, but this is icy. My feet are cold. My hands are cold. Yeah, it's a really cold one. But anyway, sorry, you can hear Marley the Labrador moaning in the background. We are back to finish off my 2025 aims and goals for the year, and first of all I am in with Phoenix, who has managed to rip all the back of her rug, which is great. She's not interested in me, she never is. But yeah, Phoenix, I have written it all down, I've got my notepad back out. But Phoenix is probably, now obviously it depends how she comes out and how she's feeling at the end of the season, but I think it will probably be her last season eventing at a higher level, because she is 16, I think, this year. I think I've got that right. I think she's 16 this year. And she's
struggled with her feet. They've definitely got a lot better, but by the end of a season she starts to struggle again. So we're going to see what we can do this year, and then she's probably going to step back down, be a nanny to the babies, and just probably have a bit of fun on her, to be honest. Maybe do a bit of dressage, but yeah, it's not definite. Obviously we'll see how it goes, how she feels and all that jazz. But this season hopefully we will step up to intermediate. It's been a goal for a while. It didn't go to plan last year. She got an abscess right before the end of the season, and I was going to step her up, but it meant that she didn't actually finish her season, so she just did novices last year. So the aim is hopefully to do some intermediates, a 2-star, and then depending how that goes, maybe a 3-star at the end of the season, but we will see. As with any horse, it's all play it by ear, see how it goes. But yeah, so that's Phoenix, naughty Phoenix. She's such a grump, honestly. If I try and, I think she's got grumpier in her old age. If I try and go and see her, she'll probably try and bite me, won't you? You're such a grumpy girl. You're such a grumpy girl. Yeah, let's just go away. Go away and leave me alone. She's had a bit of cellulitis in her back legs, so she has had a bit of time off because she was quite sore with it, but she's definitely cracking back on now. Need to get her clipped and sorted and crack back on, as with all of them, to be fair. Fernie, are you going to leave that alone? Phoenix has the 2 babies next to her, and they are messing about with my notepad. What are you doing? What are you doing? I say babies. Elle's obviously the yearling, and Fernie is one of this year's babies, aren't you? Aren't you, Eleanor? So yeah, that is Phoenix. I don't think there's anything more to say about Phoenix. Just basically see what we can get out of her for the last season and play it by ear. But yeah, and then Pixie. Let's go and have a quick gander at Pixie. Pixie is currently turned out. She has been away on holiday for, I say away on holiday, out in the fields, for about a month and a half now. It wasn't meant to be that long, but with the stuff that's gone on, which I'm going to tell you about in a separate video, we've not had enough stables to get them in, and I find it really hard keeping one in work that's out in the field. So yeah, Pixie is here. Pixie's aims for this season is to hopefully successfully step up to novice, because we tried it last season. I think we did one and she had a stop at a water jump, and then it was quite a big step down into water, and then from then on she just went really green on me, and I think we either retired or she got eliminated. I'll have to look at my record because I genuinely can't remember. And then I can't remember what happened at the end of last season, but she only did a couple at the end of last season as well. I'm trying to think. She did Speedley. She did the 100 there because she hadn't been out in so long. Yeah, I can't remember what went wrong with Pixie. There's been that much gone on that I can't remember. But anyway, this season, hopefully step up to novice successfully would be nice. And I want to also do a bit of BS along the side with her, because we tend to not like over event them. They do like 1 or 2 a month max. So I'd quite like to keep her ticking with some BS in between, because I've been saying I'm going to do it for so long and I just haven't got around to it, and this year's been a mess anyway. So yeah, that's Pixie. She's going to come, actually I think from tonight she's going to start coming in. I've set up the spare stable ready for her. So yeah, that is Pixie, and then we'll talk about Bond. I'll come into Bond and do the rest, because Bond might, I say might, be a little bit more interested in talking to us. Maybe? You're a nicer boy, aren't you? You love attention, don't you? Oh, you can't try and bite me. I haven't got any treats. No, I have not. He's here. I'm not actually showing you to him. I haven't got any treats. Oh, your nice wet nose on my notepad. That's lovely. Yes. Bond loves it when you blow in his nostrils. Don't you? Don't you? You do, you do. So yeah, Bond, anyway, he is, I don't know if I've spoken about this on the channel, but he is definitely not going to be an eventer. He is far too slow and lazy, and the couple of times we did try and event him last year, he literally planted himself and didn't want to do the cross country from about halfway around. So yeah, there's no point trying to force him to do something he doesn't want to do, and I think he'd always be a bit slow anyway. So Bond is going to do some BD because you're very smart and very handsome and you move very well and you enjoy that, and a bit of BS as well. You've been having lots of show jumping lessons and he is coming along. He is slow. He is he'll be 6 this year, which is crazy, but he is still very low mileage for a 6-year-old because he's a very big lanky horse and he's still is very weak, so it's took so long to get him going. I feel like we're trying to finally like making progress. I thought I saw someone walk past. I think it was just Paprika in the shadow. Yeah, it must have been. I just left Bond's door wide open. Luckily you're a good boy. So yeah, and then I think, not 100%, it depends again how he goes, because I would like to make some nice money off you, especially because he's Jamie's as well, he's not mine, but I think Jamie's going to make me sell him probably at the end of this season or beginning of next. So unfortunately, you're my favourite boy. I think it might be this year or beginning of next year that Bond is sold, which is very sad, but that was always the plan. I knew it was coming at some point, and I have held Jamie off a lot longer than was intended, haven't I? Yes. But you are a very handsome boy and we will miss you very much, won't we? But it doesn't matter right now because you're not being sold right now. No. And then a few other bits. Obviously I think that's all the main horses. With regards to the brood mares, just for them all to have happy, healthy foals. Ooh, I am going to do an update on the brood mares about who is in foal and who isn't, but the ones that are in foal to just have happy, healthy foals. And I don't trust you for biting my fingers. Yeah, that is the only real aim with them. And then other bits, I've got some like more personal things. Obviously this YouTube channel, I really want to this year. I kind of had a chat with Jamie and said I don't know whether I, sounds awful, but give it up completely, because I clearly am not very good at keeping it up regularly, and like it's not fair on you guys, and it's just a bit like, I don't know what the word is, but to keep like flitting and fladding with it and stopping and starting, like it's just, there's no point really doing it if I'm going to be like that. So I've decided that this year I'm going to give it like one last crack at regularly uploading, and hopefully like kick it off a bit, well not even that, just put a bit more into it and literally keep it uploading regularly. So that's a big aim. It's really annoying actually, because I really enjoy like this side of it, the actual vlogging, and I enjoy like uploading it. I just hate the editing in the middle. I say I hate it, I actually don't mind it when I do it, but the thought of editing is not, yeah, I don't enjoy. Well, I just put it off, and yeah, I enjoy it once I do it, but getting me to actually sit down and do it, so I need a bit more self-discipline on that department. So there's that, and then there's also like I want to improve my riding quite a lot in the dressage and mainly show jumping, to be fair, side of it, so keep up with my lessons. This year I want to make sure I go for regular dressage lessons, because I've always kind of done a few and then slacked off with it a bit similar to YouTube, to be fair. So I think I'll aim for like one dressage lesson a month. I think that's fair, especially because the dressage instructor I mainly use, it's like a 40-minute drive away, which isn't bad for most people, I know, but
I don't know, I sometimes feel like for a lesson that's quite a trek for us, especially like we've got Vale View, which is within, we've got loads of venues around us basically. We live in Leicestershire, which is a really good area for equestrian places, but yeah, I don't know, so we're going to try and keep up on that. Failing that, or not failing that, but I've got another guy who is, we always go for pole work clinics at his. He's like a good friend, I've worked for them, but he's a good dressage instructor as well. I just haven't got round to actually having a proper lesson with him, so maybe that could be an aim of mine as well. And then obviously there is the fact that we are not set up still. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're gonna knock that off, aren't you? No, bored. Don't leave the stable, please. Yeah, obviously there is the fact that we are still not set up. We moved into this place spring this year, which you give the camera a kiss. Okay, is that enough now? Oh, that's lovely. I don't think they want biting, but you've steamed the camera up now. We're back. But yeah, anyway, we've been in this place since spring and we are still waiting on planning permission, but we had it in our heads that this was going to be the last winter. It's like as hard as what it's been with horses, because obviously winter's hard with any horses, any horse owner will know that, but we have not been set up properly pretty much ever since we've had them. So it's going to be such a luxury next year to have, oh, fingers crossed, an indoor barn with stables and an arena. Obviously we're still waiting on planning, so I can't guarantee any of that, but hopefully we'll have at least the indoor stable block up. So that is a big goal for this year, because me and my mum have well and truly had enough of doing winters like this. And obviously the horses are fine, but we'd much rather them have the right amount of stables, the amount of horses we've got, because we're currently, what are we, 4 stables to 12 horses? I'm not sure. But yeah, so hopefully this year is finally going to be the year when we get all that sorted. So that is like the main aim and goal of this year, to be fair. But anyway, I think that is everything. I'm not going to waffle on any longer, because I appreciate that probably this vlog and a couple of the other vlogs that are going out are going to be very chatty and waffly and not actually, well, it's stuff I need to talk to you guys about, but probably not the most interesting to you guys. So yeah, I'm going to leave this here. Please hold me accountable to upload, because I need it, and give me any video ideas or anything in the comments. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.